Should be Taco Village. Taco is kite. And I don't know if you see on top of that post right there, those are all kites, right? And you can also see the mosquitoes flying up there. Look at all those mosquitoes, baby mosquitoes. Hear them? Now the reason why there's so many kites here is that lady there in the red jacket has been feeding them for 50 years and taking care of them. And they have learned, oh, there they are, they're fighting. They've learned, and there's tons of them. If you look around, there's on the buildings, they're flying around. You see the one flying there? They're all waiting for her to feed her. Maybe she's already fed them. There's another one up here on top of that post. And I'm going to drive under there and scare them all, but I'll try to capture it on video. There he goes. There they go. I didn't catch them. Look at all those beautiful kites. They're all flying to their, over there. That's where the old elderly are. 50 years, look at them. They're all going to hang around. See them all? They're all going to like land and hang around her. She's a kite lady here in Japan. Look at all these kites that she has been taking care of. And probably she is the responsible for, you know, ensuring that these kites live by helping them over the winter and other things and feeding them and taking care of them. She's Mama Kite. Look at all those kites. The question you should be asking yourself is, where are the small birds? You'll notice that in Japan, there's only really large birds. Now there are small birds, don't get me wrong, all the small birds aren't gone, but there are far more, right, of the larger species like kites and crows and cranes than there are the smaller birds. And in a country that is full of rice and plenty of food, right, there's plenty of food for these small birds. You gotta ask yourself why? Why are these larger birds like this surviving? Now they've got someone helping them, feeding them, right? And the smaller birds dying. Why? Why do you think that is? And when you ask yourself that question, you start looking around, the answer is pretty obvious. It really is. It comes down to, what are these farmers spraying on their land that is affecting smaller, species with a smaller body weight versus, species, animals with a larger body weight? Mass will affect how well you deal with chemicals and poisons and toxins. And if you sustain yourself predominantly on food that is derived like earthworms, and earthworms ultimately absorb all these toxins, right? And these toxins are designed not to kill the earthworm. So I've got this, these Mimizu Bomb. I had this idea for a book, a little cartoon for kids called Mimizu Bomb. And actually I need to do that as a found up. I need to do that. It'll be motivation for me to get my cartoon done. I need to find someone who can draw, or I can draw, I'll just be really bad. Mimizu Bomb. The idea that you drink, Mimizu is earthworms, so that they eat these earthworms that come up and it affects them. Now you can hear the smaller birds singing, right? There's one right up there. Just one little guy though. He's mating. He's like saying, "Hey, where am I?" And the thing is that what happens is these toxins are estrogen based and affect your, basically the fertility and of your species. As if you can, what we can learn about this in a research, just Google silent spring, silent night, and talks about the effect of these pesticides on animals. It's really simple. I gotta go. They're all like sentinels sitting on the post here, watching their mama intently down there. Right? She's down in there. Where is she? I can't see her in the sun, but maybe you can see her better. Yeah, she's right there. And they're flying around, wondering if mama's going to feed them. That crane is not happy with all those kites around. There's a crane flying by. saying, "What are you guys doing here?" Or that's an egret. I've never heard an egret squawk like that. Definitely upset on all these carnivores in her field and letting everyone know. There they are.